focusing. So people see the mirror so that they could see inside. And they have a way of worshipping the camphor and lamp. They lit up the lamp and show in front of the idol so that the people can see the face of the idol. That's how it is. Okay, so Brahmins.
They were born to be priests?
Yes.
That's the caste?
Yeah, that's the caste, high caste. So they call themselves.
So these people can never be priests that are in the lower caste?
No.
They're not intellectually?
Sometime back, about 50 years back, one of the revolutionary chief minister changed a law that anybody can become a priest. But still, it's not being implemented. They are not able to implement. Even the low caste people don't want the other people to come in. Okay, that's what it is. So it's called Varnashrama Dharma. Varnam means color. Varnam. Based upon the color category, the birth, they have divided the whole community into different caste system. So what they claim is from Brahmins, from the mouth, they are the priest and academic. You know, by nature they are able to study well. On all the doctors, all the top bureaucrats are all Brahmins. Even now, IAS officers, the top grade officers are all Brahmins. They get the yes.
Is it generational?
Generation, they are born from the same generation. They don't even marry anybody else. Very rare they marry anybody else. So they marry within the community, and their colored skin is lighter than the other people, original people. And what they believe is they are all they are all Orients. They are vegetarians. They don't eat meat like that. So the priests and academics were done by Brahmins. And the next one, from the arms. And if you see the picture behind, that's like, imagine that's the god. Okay? And from mouth, from arms are Kshatriyas. The arms, Kshatriyas means they are warriors. Warriors, strong, and kings. Yes. So the yes, please.
If the kings are Kshatriyas,
Yes.
are they not above the Brahmins then?
No, they are below Brahmins.
Even the kings?
Yes. The advisors for the kings will be Brahmins. And they also put a rule. If you kill a cow or if you kill a Brahmin, you will go to hell. They themselves form the rule.
They set themselves up.
So people will be afraid to touch the wood. If I kill a Brahmin, then I'll go to hell. If I kill a cow, I'll go to hell. That's what it is. They only made the rules, and it is like that. Okay. So Kshatriyas means warriors and kings, respect Brahmins because they become the gurus, the teachers of the kings. When children, the prince and princesses are born, they are sent to Gurukul. That means they have to go away from their house under the guru. Guru means teacher, to study all the literature. Okay. So who are the gurus? The Brahmins are the gurus because they are only educated people. Okay. So they go learn from them. So they have a respect for them. For example, if I am a prince born for a king, then I am sent to a guru. Under him, for 5-6 years, they have to stay under guru in the wilderness to learn everything from him. And when I become a king, then I will call my guru and make him as an advisor. Make him as an advisor for me. So he will become a prominent person. So that's how it was. Okay. Kshatriyas means warriors and kings. And for example, myself and my brother, we are all born in a caste called Kshatriyan caste. So we were like the big empire, the emperor next to them. There were a lot of small kings under them because the empire will be divided into small kingdoms, and each kingdom will have a smaller king, and all the kings will be reporting to the bigger king. when there is a war, the smaller kings have to raise an army and send. So that, all the army people will be gathered together and go for war. So we were like smaller kingdoms.
And this is still
My
today.
grandfather,
This is still today
till today,
in India.
till today,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
today. But by becoming Christians,
Yes.
we denounced all our
I was
friends
going
and
to-
became a different kind of a prince.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Next one's Vaishyas. Vaishyas means business people, like merchants. They are the rich people. Sometimes the kings will take loans from them. They are the rich people. They travel around the world. They were very rich. They are Vaishyas. And they were created from the thighs of God. That's how they said. And then the feet, that's called Sutras. The Sutras means servants, subordinates to the Vaishyas, the people who are working under the Vaishyas, the servants, all of them. All from the feet. Okay, from the feet they were created. So you know the difference now. The high caste Brahmins and the level comes below. And then the Dalis, which is the bottom level. The bottom level are not even created by feet. They are not even worthy of being created from the feet. So they are untouchables. Nobody touches them. So they are like scavengers.
So if they aspire to be greater than they were born into, they can't.
They cannot. They are.
And they said slavery was dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they are mostly the janitors and scavengers and the cleaning people. They are all untouchables. You cannot, especially the Brahmins will not touch them. The Brahmins will not touch anybody. For example, I was a student in a school where my father was a teacher. My mother was also a teacher there. And the management was Brahmins because they only established the church. For want of teachers, they had to appoint Christians like my father, mother, my father's brother. All the three of them were working for the same school. Sometimes my father goes to school to open some inside the manager's room or my father will send me to the Brahmin, the manager, the home. So when I go there, then I will ask them, I will knock and then they will come outside. I'll ask them, my father wants a key. And how they will give, if this is the key, they will give like this. Top.
So they don't touch.
No,
you.
they don't
Yeah,
touch.
yeah.
So they just sometimes it will fall down.
Yeah.
Because the key will just stand on my, and then jump from my hand will fall down.
Is
I'll
that
be
true
furious.
today?
But yeah,
Is that still true today?
they don't touch. When you go for the,
So their children never go to a university outside of India then, ever?
no, now the government has provided the one percentage for them, like a reservation system for all the Dalits. Now Dalits have become like officers. In some of the top positions, the lower people are there.
Right.
So it is slowly changing. Some of the, I have a Brahmin living in my house here.
Yes.
He is a high caste Brahmin, but he is a physical therapist. So he cannot say he cannot touch anybody.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
So they
So-
go into medicine then, Pastor?
Yeah.
They go into, Brahmins go into medicine
Yeah,
still
the
today.
doctors,
Yeah.
the top people are there.
Yes.
He is a doctor. He is
Yes.
a PhD holder
Yeah, right.
in physical therapy, and he doesn't believe in the untouchable one. So he will keep on coming, and he will come and ask me. Yesterday also he came and asked me, "Do you have any pain somewhere?" Then I will think about it. Yes, I have a pain here. Then he will do the therapy for me.
Yes.
Now don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm a Shudra. I'm Shudra. I'll tell him.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, please.
The Brahmins,
I talked already, let Dean talk.
the Brahmins, so is that the
the reason for the marking? The marking everybody does. All Indians do the marking. They do. All the Hindu people. Hindu people.
Do the colors mean different things?
Yeah. Yes. In the Brahmins itself, there is. They are divided into two Brahmins. One is the worshipper of Lord Shiva. The other person is the worshipper of Lord Krishna. So they fight between themselves. That is also the
Yeah, is there ever a chance for somebody in a certain caste to break out and join a different caste? By marriage, for example?
You can't?
No, you remain the same.
Yeah.
If you are married, yes.
So even if at university you meet somebody who is in a higher caste, there is no chance that...
For example, male side, if you marry a Brahmin male, then you are, but your children will be treated as Brahmins.
The children, but
Yeah,
not
children. Yeah, not you. Because only when they are male. But a female goes into the other caste, then the children will be treated as the same thing as a father.
Yeah.
Because the caste comes from the father's side. So that's why the kings can marry anybody. Still, they are of pure blood. Because they always think about the male. But it is not so. Physiologically, it is not so.
What's the Hindu equivalent of the Bible? And can everybody in India read it? Is it in a universal language?
No, it's Bhagavad Gita is the like Holy Bible, but a lot of people don't read it. You know, they don't read like we read Bible, and we started reading only after the Reformation. Nobody read Bible. Even Catholics, even now, they don't read Bible as we do.
No.
They don't.
They
Yeah.
should.
I told you, one day we went to a Catholic
Yeah.
house and I asked for Bible and we all had to cough because it was full of dust.
Yeah.
Everybody, we had to cough like, and then I ran out. Lot of dust. And I don't think they would have touched any time.
I knit for Winter Hospital, but I go to a Catholic church to knit, and it has in there, not the Norfolks, but downstairs, we knit in the basement. It has Bible study, Monsignor so-and-so, and I asked my knitting group, do you go to Bible study? You should go to Bible study. I'm the only Lutheran in the group, so I'm sort of, not downcast, but I'm accepted. But they said, he's not a people person. And I said, but you should go to study your Bible. They should, and they don't know their Bible.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yes.
Well, I know Holy Name of Mary here has a Bible study course. My neighbors go to that.
And they go to it, Audrey?
Pardon?
They go to the Bible study?
They go to Bible study on like a Wednesday night or a Thursday
A
night.
lot of changes are happening.
And they have, the Bible is,
A lot of
they
changes
have
are
another,
happening,
a
yes.
chapter in the Bible, I forget the name of it.
Esther.
No,
No, I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Oh, I thought we had.
Bhagavad Gita is the book, but
But they should.
No,
know
they
their
have
Bible.
Bible.
they don't read
But
as
not
it.
everybody does it. It's not, it's not something that the Catholic Church says, you
They don't
must learn
stress
the
it.
Bible.
They don't stress it.
Yes.
Gives
Does
too much
karma
power to the
play
priest.
into this at all?
And wants
Say it
that.
again?
Does karma?
Karma is their theory, yes. You do good, then you go to heaven. But our theory is not like that. Karma doesn't apply to us. Just because you are a good person, you don't go to heaven.
True.
God chooses you to be.
Absolutely.
Well, you can't change your caste
Yes,
based on karma.
correct. The caste is not changeable. It is by birth. So when you admit your son into the school will ask for a caste certificate from you. So you have to go to the local leader, to the village leader or the town leader to get a certificate for you. And then only you are admitted into school. So you have to declare your caste. So that accordingly your scholarships and everything will be decided. Okay, so the Dalit is the lowest bottom level of the society, and the untouchables do all lower order work, and they subordinate to everybody. So they are like servants. If you have a field, you appoint the servants from the lead community to take care of everything, and they are not allowed to wear shoes or chappals. Even now in some of the villages, in the cities it's different. Even in small villages, if you cannot wear shoes when you enter into the high caste, not even Brahmins, even the other states, you cannot wear shoes or chappals. And then if you have a towel, usually they have a towel because they don't wear shirts earlier times. So they will only have a towel, and if you have the towel on top of your head, you have to remove it by respect and tie it here in your thing. And the funny, the shame thing is in the Malabar coast where St. Thomas went, the low caste ladies cannot wear a jacket. They have to be topless. Can you imagine that?
No.
Yes. They cannot wear. If they want to wear, they have to pay taxes for that.
Oh my goodness.
Not now.
Yeah.
Not now. Used to be. Not long ago. So they cannot wear. They have to go like that only. That's difficult. It was.
So your mother and father are kings also. That's right.
Yeah, my mother and father are
King
relatives.
from
They are the relatives. Even though you are converted to Christianity, the caste remains the same.
Wow.
The caste will be there. Christian, the caste will be there.
Oh my goodness.
Christian. So, a lot of Dalits have been converted to Christianity. Okay, thinking that they will become equal. So, if, for example, if Dalits are majority in one church, okay, so they accept only the pastors from their own community. Or if the Vaishyas, this business community, they also, a lot of people converted. They are called Nadar. They are converted into Christianity. A lot of people, because they were also a little low, but not as low as Dalits. They were low. They got converted to Christianity, and they formed the churches. They are all actually they were here, but because of their they deliberately planned within their community and started shops and came to this community, like a merchant community. They are known for now shops. All the shop owners, grocery shops are being owned by Nadar community. When the Nadar is a majority of a church.
Let there be light.
Let there be light.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we have time for one more question?
If I talk too much about the caste system, let's stop.
Okay.
One particular example, if Nadar people, for example, form a church, they don't accept a priest from Dalit, Christians, in some of the churches. So that's how it is even now. So when there is an election in the church, again caste comes into picture. The Nadar wants to, pick and choose a Nadar person to be their bishop, and the Dalit people will fight. So this is a constant thing going on in the church as well. Yeah. So if the bishop comes from Dalit community, everybody has to bow in front of him. That's also happened in several locations, even in Chennai. That also happened. Okay, so let's go back. Do you have any questions from this?
It's very interesting.
Yeah? Okay, so that's about it, about the Brahmin community. But the beauty here, why we are talking about so much about the Brahmin community, Thomas was able to convert Brahmins into Christianity. That is the beauty of Thomas. They have to give up all their glory of the high caste thing in order to become Christians. So they really came into the faith, otherwise they wouldn't have been converted. He really understood who's God, who's Christ, and the forgiveness of their sins. They understood and confessed and became Christians. There are a few thousand people, Brahminical community are there. So I will also talk about more about how Brahmin Christians are doing, how they are comparing their religion and their holy books to Bible, and how they are able to convert more and more Hindus into Christianity. We'll talk about that the week after next week, because as you all know, I'm traveling to India, a short visit. I'll be Andy will take care of the service next week.
Yeah.
And I'll be back. Thank you, Andy. Next week I'll be back, but I'm planning to visit where all Thomas went in Chennai, like Little Mount, St. Thomas Mount, the Mount Road, and the Sandstone, everywhere where Thomas' name is there, and the tomb where Thomas is. The burial place. On the tomb of St. Thomas, a big cathedral was built. If you are interested, I'm just giving you an option of making a trip to India. It will be about 7 to 8 days trip, okay? Landing in Delhi, going to Agra, Taj Mahal, and some of the palaces near Jaipur, and then we travel straight to Kerala, to Malabar coast, where Thomas established 7 churches there, and we will visit all the 7 churches and go to Chennai and go to the locations where Thomas preached, and if anybody is interested, I need 10 people. 10 people, and it will be about $3,000 to $3,500 altogether, everything together. Okay, think about it if you.
My grandson took his, when he was studying, took his,
20 years too late.
he was there for 6 months.
I would love to.
Okay, that's
Alan's
nice.
gonna go.
Thank you so much.
One more